episode 52, the 1 year anniversary of All the Everything podcast. I'm Billy. That's Tim. Tim, happy anniversary, buddy.
Oh,
1
thanks,
year.
Billy. 1 year, buddy. Happy anniversary to you too.
Heck yeah,
I am
man.
I am super pumped for this. This has
Oh, this
been
is
a
going to
long
be,
time coming.
yes, this is going to be a fun celebration of 1 year. And to kick everything off, we've created an epic, one time only
Oh yeah.
intro for you all.
Well, there ain't nothing to it but to do it. Are you ready, my friend?
You better believe it. Let's get into all the everything, y'all.
All the everything, we got it all. Big, small, little, tall. So grab your snacks, sit back, don't stress, because Tim and Billy talk about the randomness. From ancient Rome to UFOs, we'll take you where the witness goes. It's two guys talking way too loud about stuff that makes no sense, but we're kinda proud. Welcome to the
Well, welcome back to yet another amazing, huge, big, celebratory episode of All the Everything podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Tim Sawhook, and I'm joined by the best of the business, the man in the chair, the guy who does it all, behind the scenes, in front of the camera, on the TikTok, on Facebook, bringing it to the internet, YouTube, everything. He's doing it all. He's like AI before AI. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Parchman.
What's going on, man? I like that. I'm hyped. I'm ready. I'm ready to run through a wall.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's rock. Oh, man.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say an epic episode deserves an epic introduction. So I literally went back through every YouTube video, went through the intro, and I typed down every single thing I've ever called Billy in the intros. So there's a lot of them, so I'm gonna kind of speed through them. I'm starting with episode 1, going through our last one, so I'm not gonna say what episode they are.
Sure. Oh my gosh.
And then you can judge them as we go on. So the first one was best friend,
Okay.
my beautiful, beautiful co-host, the best in the business.
Okay.
Just my friend.
Just
Then
my
my
friend.
friend, the good-looking guy, the guy who's
Oh.
got it all, the best stories and everything in the world.
Okay. I'll take
The
it.
man who is wearing the same hat as I am, even
Oh.
today.
Oh, today? Yeah, that works. That plays.
That works. Also, the man who puts the ho, ho, ho in my life.
Okay. Must be Christmas.
episode. The well-dressed, beautiful hatted, gorgeous bearded friend.
Okay.
You've also got my partner in crime.
Okay.
The happiest New Year man around. So guess
Okay.
what episode that was?
Sure.
I sold it. I went really crappy here, just with my great friend.
My great friend.
Then I revisited my partner in crime.
Oh, okay.
Episode
Back at it.
13, I got real lazy and just said my friend again, like I did at the
Oh,
beginning.
Just not even a great friend, just friend.
Yeah,
This
just
guy.
just
This
friend.
guy.
Here's episode 14, Billy. You
Okay.
have no introduction. There is no introductions for us. Did you know that?
I did not know that. What episode was 14? Do you remember?
Hold on, I can tell you right now. I have all the episodes up right now. Episode 14 was True Crime Part 2.
You know why?
So is it because
I
we
know
kept
why.
the introduction from the first one, or what? What happened?
No, it's because originally that was just a one episode that we filmed. And I went back
Okay.
and we spliced it in. That's why. Okay.
Okay. So I was confused. I was like, why are nothing there?
Sure.
Okay.
That plays. Okay.
I got a lot more to get
solved it.
through. Okay. The next was my beautiful Alabama boyfriend.
What?
And
I remember that.
I was trying to say best friend, and in Alabama, and I said boyfriend. So then I was about to my friend, partner in crime, man who has to wear and use a cane.
Oh, that's when I got hurt. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Cane time. My man, then my man, the man in the booth, the guy in the chair doing all the things.
Okay.
And we start getting longer as these go on. All right. So I'm going to go
Uh-huh.
as fast as I can. My man, the man who just went to Disney, the man who has a popcorn bucket bigger than his body. The man in the booth, the guy who's coughing and bringing all energy.
Okay. When I'm sick.
He
Yep.
may be sick, but he's here.
Oh, still sick? Okay.
Then my man, the guy in Alabama, talking about barbecue and always talking about Nick Saban, blah blah blah.
Roll Tide. Okay.
The man that says Alabama, Roll Tide, we call him Jim, but you know him as Billy Parchment.
Okay.
The man that is now called the sexy Easter Bunny.
Ooh, I like it.
The baddest man in the galaxy. So I'm sure you can figure out what episode that was.
Yep.
The man behind the screen, the man making the movies, watching the movies, and eating popcorn at the movies.
Ooh.
Not one continued from part 1. Okay. So I'm reading what I've typed down. I'm like Anchorman. I will literally read anything that's there. And I have to scratch my butt right now. Oh, son of a there was an episode because it was continued from a part 1 of a different one.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay.
Okay. We're getting there. We're on episode 30 right now. The man in the coffin, wrapped like a mummy, and the man that howls at the moon.
Okay.
Then we have the man on TikTok. I'm sorry.
TikTok.
Man on TikTok, known as Disney 365, y'all. All the Billy things and his 45 other aliases. The guy who puts Hill in Hillbilly.
Okay.
The man who loves summertime, like sweet tea in a rocking chair. The guy who is trying to hide from mosquitoes. He's summertime Billy Parchman.
Ooh, okay.
The best in the business, the birthday boy turning 42, wearing the Superman hat, waiting for the Superman movie to come out.
Okay, yeah.
Feud, hashtag look up, we said.
Oh, nice.
My favorite man, the man who goes to dance parties, the man who stands in line for his girls, who will buy mystery boxes and maybe even will kill Santa.
Oh,
I think this one you were going to that Christmas
we went to
place.
the Christmas hotel. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. I was like, why would I kill Santa? Santa, don't be mad.
Yes, don't be mad, Santa. He's not going to kill you. We have the man who will pick you up, carry you, and say, "Tim, I got you," Billy Parchment. The man who is in the movies, illegally recording them and selling them.
Nope.
The man with an S on his head and an S on his heart, Billy Parchment.
Okay, sure.
The man who puts the mama in Bahama Mama.
Ooh, must have been a cocktail one. Yep.
There you go. The man who puts the fantastic in the 4, the S on his chest and heart, and everyone knows him and loves him, and the guy who will show off his sea shanty, Billy Parchment.
Okay.
That was when you record your sea shanty.
I like it. Yep.
The man who puts the B in NBA.
Okay.
The man of OOTD of fame and fortune. That was our outfit of the day, Bama Rush episode. We talked about that.
That's right, Bama Rush. Yeah. Okay.
The man who is probably going to talk about Alabama today. You know him, you love him. Roll Tide, Billy Parchment. We're really close. This is episode 44. The best in the biz, the birthday dancer, my guy, my bestie, and the guy who I'm going to record with until we're 100 years old, Billy Parchment.
Right. Okay.
The man who could be mistaken for what we're talking about today. That was
Bigfoot. Bigfoot.
You should remember a couple of these. These are like the most recent ones.
Yeah, sure.
My BFF, who found out last week that he was a BF, Bigfoot, and he's here today, and we call him BP. I was really playing on the BF, BP thing that time.
Yeah, I like the initials.
And then episode 47, I herald my best friend, Billy Parchment. It's when you got your Galactus. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My man, the best in the business, who is trying to avoid the sweaty back and the sweaty crack because he's walking inside.
Yep.
And here's the last 2. The man you don't want to see alone in the woods, because if you whistle to him, he'll whistle back in a creepy way. Billy Parchment. And the last one where he almost came through the screen, the man who used to be a Tennessee fan, but now he's a bandwagon fan with Alabama. And at that moment, you were like climbing through his screen like one of those 3D like monsters who are coming at you. You're ready to kill me.
No. I rebuked you in the name of Jesus.
Jesus, you did. So, Billy, hearing your last 50 intros, how do you feel?
I love it. I'm honored. Thank you, sir. That was
I should
fun.
get some kind of award for all these creative things, except for the ones where I phoned it in and did the same ones over and over again.
Friend. my friend.
Guy, and this guy,
This guy over here,
Billy
man.
Freshman, and God knows what I just said out loud to you a couple of seconds ago.
Oh man, yeah.
But I figure now that I've tracked all 50, every episode I'm just going to write down the new one. That way I'll just have a consistent list.
You'll just have your
I'll share it with you so you can put yourself out there. Oh, you know what? That could be all your different TikTok aliases. There you go. You're going to have a name for everything.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
So sorry guys for the 50 episode rundown, but you kind of, we kind of had to do it. These intros are epic for Billy when, it's all about him. He doesn't even, I'm not even on the show anymore. I quit. No. Sorry about the 1 year anniversary. It's done.
It's kind of like
do it anymore.
Yeah. My TikTok handle, all the Billy things, right? It's all about me.
Yeah.
It's all about me, all about I'm all about number one of me. Oh, I gotta think what I see.
I didn't know we were going with this, but I'm in.
You usually, but occasionally, let's talk about me.
Sorry. Well, we've lost all the listeners now after 1 year, right. So thanks for that. No.
Yeah. Oh, but can you believe it? 1 year. So we put in a lot of, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. We really wanted we wanted to be like, we're going to do this project. We're going to our goal was not to miss a week.
Yes.
And for a year solid, we had an episode every single Thursday for you all. I'm super proud of that, man.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it meant something to us when we first said it. And it's one thing to say it when you first start episode 1, but life happens. Travel happens, crazy. I mean, there could have been times easily where we're like, yeah, let's just skip this one because we were so busy. But I hope you guys realize how important it is for us to have something for you, and we worked really, really hard at that.
Yeah. But yeah, this whole episode is just a celebration of this past year. We absolutely love doing this podcast for you all. Hope you all enjoy it as well. And we really appreciate like all the comments and all the love and all the things that you send back our way. But here's a little thing for us today, Tim, that I wanted to do. I wanted to see how well you know all the Everything podcast with a little trivia questions for you to see just how much you have been paying attention this past year.
I feel like there's a lot of pressure on right now.
It is. You better get it right, sir. No, I'm just kidding.
Please, Jesus. Okay, go ahead.
For our first question, if you were to binge listen to every episode from episode 1 to last week, how long would it take?
Oh my
start to finish.
I mean, my easy answer would say 52 hours, but I know it's much more than that. You know what? I know we have some that are shorter than an hour. I know some that were longer. You know, if I average in between, actually, I'm going to come in at a 60 hours.
60 hours. Okay. It's a little high, actually. A little high. But so we clocked from, for all the edited 3,257 minutes long, which totals 54 hours, 17 minutes, 20 seconds across these 51 episodes.
I should have said 52. I've been way closer.
Yeah. And so if you take that, if you could do some quick math, you might get the second question. What is the average episode length? If you averaged everything together, what is?
I would say about 46 minutes.
1 hour, 3 minutes, 52 seconds long. Yeah.
Higher than that.
So our average, just a little bit over an hour. Of course, we have some that go way over, and then some that are a little shorter. And speaking of the longer ones, what was our longest episode this past year?
Okay, I got to think because I did go through all the YouTube videos and I saw a lot of times.
Right.
I got to think what our longest one was. I'm going to say it's our Journey to Wellness episode.
You would be correct, sir.
Woohoo! Finally got one right.
That's right. Do you remember how long that one was? You don't have to. I could tell you if you don't.
I'm guessing like 1 hour 52.
That's pretty close. I mean, it was 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 56 seconds.
Oh, okay. I wasn't too far off.
Yeah, not bad.
Okay. That's
cool.
Cool.
Could you tell me what the second longest episode was? Because I figured that one was going to be in your repertoire, but could you tell us what the second one was?
Second longest. Well, this one was broken up, so I can't say that one. I was going to say Vanished Without a Trace because I
That
think
one was
about my,
that one was actually in the top. It might be the third one actually. Thinking
because I
about it.
remember I was thinking about my long old intro I did talking about Mara Murray.
No, that one was actually one episode. We kept that one episode. It was just a long episode. But that was like
Oh, I
our
thought we split it. I'm thinking
was-
about True Crime. We split.
True Crimes is what we split. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have no idea how long that one was, but so that's not the second one then.
Right.
Man, you got me.
It's really recent.
Oh, very recent one. Okay, then I'm gonna say, was it Appalachia?
No. 50
what was it?
Shades of Tea.
Oh, we just did that one. Yeah,
We just
dang.
did that one. Yeah. Our 50
What'd it come
Shades of
in at?
Tea came in at 1 hour, 37 minutes, and 12 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. And
Wow.
then I think Appalachia was up there as well. What was our shortest episode?
Oh, shortest. Okay. I think our shortest episode was probably from the summer series. Am I right on that?
No.
No. Okay. Jeez, the second longest.
Second,
no,
the shortest episode.
Oh, the shortest episode. I'm so tempted to cheat and look at YouTube. I'm not going to. Oh boy, was it a newer one or an older one?
It's an older one.
An older one.
You actually just said it not too long ago.
Oh,
little hint.
No, well, it wasn't Vanished Without a Trace then.
Mm-mm.
Oh, what did I just say? I don't even know. I don't know. What is it?
It is True Crimes Part 2.
Oh, really? What'd that come in at?
37 minutes and 25 seconds because we had edited. It was a longer episode, but we had made it 2 episodes. And so that one got the shorter end of the stick out of the 2 of them. But that was technically our shortest.
Yeah, go ahead. Can we say that's the magic behind the scenes that Billy does, so we can make sure you have an episode every Thursday?
Right.
Yeah, this one's going long. Like to make it 2, and we're always like, heck yeah, let's wrap that up.
Yep, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so with that, what is our second shortest? Like the one right after that? Would you?
So that one was. So was it part of a part 2?
No, this one is just a standalone.
Standalone. Okay.
Yeah, this one is just a shorter episode.
God, there's so many episodes. Was it our McRankings episode?
No, that one actually was pretty long.
Was it? Okay.
That one was over. That one came in over an hour. Yeah. You give up?
I give up. Yeah. Which one is it?
It was our Cocktails and Cheers to the New Year. Came in at 38 minutes, 34 seconds.
38, 34, huh? Okay.
Yep. Okay, and so over this last year, kind of sticking with the time questions, how many episodes out of the 51 episodes lasted over an hour?
So I know when we first started, we used to roll deep. We used to go long episodes. I mean, there was a couple that were under an hour, but we started getting, I know with your editing and things, we'll talk more about that later, but getting it into a flow. So one's over an hour out of 51 episodes. I'm going to say 11.
26.
Oh, really? Okay.
26. Yeah. 51% of our, over an hour. Wow.
Love that.
We like to talk, huh?
Yeah. And that's after you've edited it down too.
Yep. All right. So counting, and I'll give you 2 of them. Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
Counting urban legends and the most haunted places in the world that we just did.
Yeah.
Those are our 2 Halloween episodes. I'm counting those as Halloween. So counting those, what other holiday themed episodes do we have from this past year?
Holiday theme. Okay. So we had 1 for Thanksgiving. We had 2 for Christmas.
Yep.
And I think that's the only other ones, right?
Nope. There's
another holiday.
There are 2 more holidays that we actually did dedicated episodes to.
Did we do one for Easter?
No, we didn't do an Easter one. No.
Okay, so we did Thanksgiving. Okay, so we're counting the 2 Halloween. So we got 2 there.
Yep. We have total. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 total.
Okay, so the 5 already listed then. I'm trying to think the other ones that we did. Oh, we did a New Year's one.
We did. Yep. Top 5
Okay.
cocktails and cheers to the New Year's. That's one. You got one more.
One more. I'm trying to think. Oh, we did Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. I was about to say, thank Danny DeVito. Cupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go. You did good, sir. You did really good. I thought I was going to trick you up on the Christmas, be like, because it was a 2-parter.
Yeah.
And you nailed that really quickly. Man.
You know what? It helped that I just went through every YouTube video and
That is true. You just studied. I just
studied without knowing I was studying.
Without even knowing. Jeez Louise. Oh man. But yeah, good job, buddy. That's all the trivia questions that I have for you today.
I love that so much. All right, Billy. So you stumped me with some of the questions, and those were pretty in depth. I was the thing I was shocked by was the amount of hours overall. I thought it was much higher. Because I was thinking if every episode was an hour, it'd be 52, and I know somewhat over, somewhat under.
Yeah,
I thought the average was tough. That's one that threw me off the most.
There's a lot of editing too, so there's a lot of stuff that's out there that didn't actually make the final show.
Ooh,
so
do you have cutting room floor things that you're hiding?
Oh, you never know.
I like that.
Come back to haunt you.
All right. Well, since you have questions for me, I have 5 trivia questions about 5 different episodes. All right.
Gosh. Okay. Oh man.
All right. Number 1 in our top 5 snacks at Walt Disney World episode.
Golly.
Billy ranked you one snack as his number 1 overall, and I completely disagreed.
Oh
what was that snack?
Dole Whip.
And
Dole Whip? It wasn't Dole Whip. Dole Whip wasn't my number 1. Hold on. Let me think. Would have been for sure. Okay, Dole Whip.
Here's one thing how you defended it, by the way. Okay. I'm not saying what it is. Your answer. I completely disagree with that, but you defended it as it's the perfect combo of salty, iconic, and portable. And I said
salty,
I felt like
iconic, and portable, like a pretzel.
Mickey pretzel with cheese.
That was my number 1.
Yeah.
You ranked it as your number 1
overall. I was I can't talk. I gave you crap about it being your number 1, and then you said no. Dole Whip is overall. You switched it.
Oh, so it was right.
Yeah. I was just saying what you first said though was the Mickey pretzel with cheese, and I gave you crap about it being overrated, and you said all right, Dole Whip instead. So
yeah, you should give me crap for saying that. What the heck?
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen and be like, "Who's that dude?" Yeah, Dole Whip, number 1.
We're calling the second question cocktail controversy. All right.
Okay. Oh.
So during the top 5 cocktails New Year's episode, which drink did I say was the most dangerous because you don't taste the alcohol? And you immediately called it a rookie move. What was the answer to that?
Because you don't taste. It was one of your cocktails.
Yeah, I said it was the most dangerous because you don't taste the alcohol, and you said it was a rookie move to order this drink.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, so it's probably something fruity.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Like, is it a? Oh gosh, I have no idea. No clue.
What's a drink that you could drink that you were like, you go out and have drinks with people, they all drink the same thing.
Margaritas. Margaritas. Is it margarita?
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. You got to it. Margarita. Yeah. Yes. We were dead set on that was the most dangerous drink because you can sit down with a pitcher of margs and then you're like, ooh, should we get an Uber?
Yep. The answer is yes.
Yes. Always get an
Uber. If you're
Uber.
asking the question, the answer is always yes.
Always. Yeah. All right. You did good. All right. So number 3, it's entitled The Christmas Movie Consensus, all right?
Okay.
So in the Christmas Part 1 episode, what was the only Christmas movie both you and I agreed belonged to be in the top 3?
Okay, Christmas. Okay, so was it Home Alone?
Nope.
Was it Home Alone? Okay.
Now, this is one we agreed that should be in the top 3. It's the only one.
Okay, so Elf.
No.
Not Elf? What the?
No. What the elf?
What the elf? Okay, hold on. So is it
what do you think?
National Lampoon? Is it National Lampoon's Christmas
It
Vacation?
is.
Okay, there we go.
The quote
Golly,
we
working
have
down
from
the
you from
list.
that episode is, "If you don't quote Cousin Eddie at least once in December, are you even celebrating Christmas?"
You're not. You're not.
All right, you got to it.
There we
No,
go. Multiple
we
choice.
must have well, it had to be the one that we both agreed on, top 3,
Sure.
so it's a
Sure.
little bit different than asking what's that one. Okay. Number 4 was True Crime Curveball. When we dove into the true crime episode, you shocked me by admitting you couldn't finish watching this infamous Netflix documentary because it kept you up for 2 nights long.
I'm trying to think. Like, it was a documentary.
It was an infamous one. Yeah.
Infamous. True
We
crime.
talked about it, and you talked about it kept you up for 2 nights.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that kind of mess with your mind out there. I'm trying to think.
Well, I'll tell you what, it had to do with animals.
Animals.
And the title had the word F in it.
It had F in the title?
Yeah.
Like the actual F word?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it has it like, start out, but that was the actual title was 4 words. It had the word F in it, and it had an animal in the title as well.
Oh my gosh. I have no idea. And you're going to say it, and I'll be like, oh, yeah.
You don't F with cats. You remember that episode?
You don't. It was an episode, not a title of a.
No. It was the title of the show. You don't F with cats. It's about that guy that they found was a serial killer, and he had done some bad things to animals. And you don't remember this at all?
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, you went on and on because we were talking about true crime, and one of the things we brought up. I mean, I'm thinking back about it now, and I had seen it, and I asked you about it because you were talking about animals or something, and you were like, "Oh yeah, I couldn't finish it. I was up for 2 nights straight because I couldn't finish that."
I believe it. But then also you have to remember that both of us and y'all are going to have to do some shots because we're about to talk about concussions, y'all. I mean,
fair enough.
We always say if we mention concussions and how many we've had, everybody does a shot.
Yep. As a matter of fact, we were talking about concussions earlier because I couldn't think of something, and I was like, "Billy, what I'm trying to say?" And you're like, "Dude, I have no idea."
No clue. I don't remember that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, it's probably good. I just blocked it from my memory if it's something with.
It's disturbing. It's intrigue. It keeps you intrigued the whole time, but it is disturbing. So
okay,
I'm not saying anybody should go watch "Don't F with Cats" on Netflix because viewer discretion is advised.
Okay, good, good. Well, I'm glad I don't remember that. I don't.
And my quote back to you was, "That's why I stick to aliens and conspiracies, less nightmares and more government denial." So
there you go. There you go.
Okay, and my last question for you. This is called Conspiracy Classics. So this is a throwback to an early fan favorite. So in our conspiracy theories episode, I argued that one mystery was the hill I die on. What theory and what mystery was that?
I'm trying to think. Okay, so was it one that you presented, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. Conspiracy theories. They all run together. I'm trying to think. I know I talked about.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Talked about the moon. Talked about the moon. I talked about. I'm trying to think what you talked about.
Oh, you know what? I said it wrong. I argued with you because you said this is the hill you die on. What theory was it?
Oh, I die on it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said it backwards.
And so it was one of my stories?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the hill you die on.
I did. Let me think. Okay, so I know I did the moon landing. I did. Oh my gosh. Let me.
You were right. It was the moon landing.
Was it the moon landing? Okay, so that's the only one I remember. What other ones did I talk about on that? Let's see. Let me look at this picture here. Oh, Walt Disney, Frozen Head. I remember that. Yep. And yeah, the Beatles. That's my 3. And then you did the Bigfoot. Sinbad, where he was never the genie. What was that called? That was
the Mandela effect.
Yes, and then you did the battleship one that kind of
disappeared.
Yeah.
And then one of the quotes that you said is Bigfoot is real. And then it said it turned out to be, because I pulled all these questions from ChatGPT, by the way. I told him to analyze 5 episodes. So if I'm reading it weird, that's why. And it said that turned out to be one of our most replayed debates about Bigfoot is real. Based on the stats.
Okay.
So,
well, shoot.
I thought that was interesting.
That is interesting.
Trivia. There's so much more to celebrate and talk about, Billy. What's up next?
Okay,
You're
so
the
next,
MC of this event.
yeah, let's. Okay, so one of the main things when we were talking about planning this episode that we wanted to do was to share each of our top 5 episodes that we did this past year and
Yeah.
where those rank. And so, if you would like to start us off with your number 5 episode of your top 5 all the everything podcast episodes.
Okay, so we are ranking them 5 to 1, right?
Yep, 5 to 1. Yep.
Okay. That's how I have it. I'm just
Okay.
double checking here.
Good.
I have number 5 as our worst jobs ever.
Ooh, that is a good one.
I went back, and at first I was like, this is one of the earlier ones. Maybe it's not as great. And I started re-listening to it again, and I was like, oh no, I love this. We told so many crazy, funny stories.
Yeah.
They're all sadly they were all real.
Yes.
So I had a lot of fun with that one.
Mhm.
Do you remember any of the jobs you shared on there? Like 1 or
Yeah.
2?
Oh yeah, I remember because it was all personal. It was all personal jobs, and so it was the
Right.
ones we actually did. So it was probably my Blue Cross Blue Shield because that still gives me nightmares.
Oh yeah,
Working in
that
the
was
call
one of them.
center. One of the worst and best jobs that I had was working construction with my dad.
Oh yeah.
Because the worst comes from some of the coworkers. Crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else did I have? I had plant nursery with the Black Widows.
Nailed
Did
it.
we do 5? Did we do 5 or did we just do how many? I don't
I'm
remember.
pretty sure we did 5, but you got a couple
Yeah.
there. I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty good memory.
Yeah.
I remember I talked about my job packing tampons late at night at the factory.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun. Talked about being the guy who had to do the mowing, and I got stuck with that lawnmower, and they put it like death row, and it ran me through everything, and I got chopped up. I forget the exact wording on that one. I forget what the other 2 were.
Did you almost kill somebody?
Yeah, with the sign driver. That's
Yep.
all on that same story. Yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah, so we had some worst jobs. If you want to find out the rest of them, go back and check out our
That's
worst
right.
jobs ever.
That one is a good episode. That one's a fun one. You do learn a lot about us as well.
Yeah, and that was episode number 4. So
For my number 5 was the most haunted places in America. I really liked that one. It was a spooky one.
It was.
I really liked some of the places that we talked about. The Stanley Hotel, and that Stephen King wrote The Shining about. I would love to stay there. We kind of talked about that weird Winchester house that you talked about that the lady just kept building on and building on. That was
Yes.
super
Totally crazy.
interesting. Like they said, stairways that don't go anywhere and just random halls, and that would be something really cool to to kind of go see. And that whole episode just was one of that just stood out. Like when we were thinking about it, that's one of the first ones that came to mind. And so I was like, yeah, you have to make the list. And,
Yeah. No, I like that one. That was a great one too. What I would like to do, and I'll put it in the show notes and put it out, is we want to hear what you thought maybe your top 5 were.
Oh,
and
that would be
we'll
cool.
put that out on Facebook and tell us like what we got wrong, or if you're like, why did you pick that one?
Yeah, that one sucked. Yeah,
that was horrible, Jim.
You didn't even mention this one that was like y'all's crown jewel. What the heck?
I know. So yeah, we want to hear from you. Billy always tells you can get us on Facebook. That's what we're trying to build the community on. We'd love to have you guys jump in there. And,
Facebook will have the best back and forth conversational things. So that would be a good place for sure.
So check that out.
Yeah.
So that was your number 5. My number 4 was our question roulette series. We did a total of 3 over the past season 1 first year. And for me, those are some of our most fun episodes because it's unscripted. We're not reading show notes. We're just going off these random questions and having really fun and cool conversations from them.
Yeah.
And trust and believe you're going to have more of those coming up here in season 2 as we kick it off here in a week or so.
Those are really cool because we don't know what the next question is. Those aren't pre-planned or planted or anything like that. Those are just off this random app, and so you never know what's going to be said. It could be something like super serious or something super crazy, or that's kind of the whole vibe of this whole show is that you never know what we're going to say.
Sometimes we don't know what we're going to say. So
exactly.
It gets crazy like that. So yeah, the question roulette series, there's 3 of them, was definitely one of my favorite podcast episode series. I guess it's more than one, but yeah, I really love those.
Very nice. Very cool. My number 4 was the history of ... That was one of
Oh
my that was
yes.
one of my favorite episodes because it was so funny because I think
Yeah.
Leslie made the comment on that one was, I did the history of Mr. Rogers, Coca-Cola, and the
Yeah.
Michelin star system. And so like here I go from talking about how lovely Mr. Rogers is and how what a great man. And then Tim's like, my history of is this procedure people do where they drill a hole in their head
Yeah.
or some kind of like Yeti kills all these people in Russia. And I'm like,
Yeah. Well, you got to change it
so
up a little bit. Yeah. She loves Mr. Rogers so much, so I think she was really tainted by the things I said afterwards.
but that was such a
So
really cool like ebb and flow episode. That was also one of those that when I thought back, that was one of the first ones that came to my mind, and so it's like, yeah, that's definitely on my list.
it's funny. I scrolled through every single title of it, and that one didn't stand out to me, and I don't know why.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was one of my favorites.
That was actually episode 28.
Yeah,
Episode 28. Just to kind of throw
nice.
that out there for everybody, because I have my little YouTube playlist pulled up, and that's like
Yeah,
scroll real quick. Yeah, the history of that was a really good one. We should do
yeah.
a part 2 of that
Oh,
coming up.
that's in my I have a list of episodes ideas that are in my notes on my phone, and that history of part 2 is in that list. So that was definitely it's a fun idea. It's a really cool
It is.
idea.
So, matter of fact, season 2 is gonna be nothing but part 3s and 4s and everything. We're never gonna do an original episode again.
Never.
Part
Yeah,
15 of history of,
that's right.
coming in season 2.
Oh
That's
man.
good. Okay, so getting down, number 3 for
Mhm.
me was one that just got me, it got our audience, it got you, and that is Appalachia Scary Stories.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
we've done
Yep.
some haunted episodes, right? And we've done urban
Yeah,
legends and stuff like this. This one just gave us the goosebumps every single
it
time
really
we
did.
read it. I mean, I don't know how many times you skim your stories before you come on. Probably a couple times at least, I
Yeah,
imagine. And then same thing with me. But I feel like as it turned into like the spoken word as we started saying it,
yeah.
man, I
It's
had
creepy.
chills and goosebumps on every episode. And I heard that from Leslie that listened to it and said the same thing. Just somebody else
Uh-huh.
too. A couple
Yeah.
comments we got on social media. And yeah, it was one we just did a couple weeks ago. But
Yeah. That
I
one was
love it.
I would say our scariest episode. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna actually I don't know if I've ever shared this story on the podcast or not. I had edited that podcast at night because I edit when the girls go to sleep.
Yeah,
That way, I don't miss any like dad time or anything like that. And
sure.
so I knew that one was going to be kind of like I kind of wanted to edit because I remember recording it. I kind of wanted to edit during the day, but I go to edit and I thought I was editing our homeowners association episode, but
Oh yeah.
it ended up being Appalachian. And I'm like, oh, I got to do it tonight because this is the time that I could do it. So I just did it. Well, later that night, okay, so we talk about in that episode,
Mhm.
the voices in the woods that know your name and whisper and call your name and it's really creepy or whatever. And they sound like people that you know.
Right.
Well, I'm getting into the shower. It's almost midnight. Like I just got done editing and stuff. And it's clear as day. I hear Lily's voice say daddy. That sounds like it's coming through a brick wall on the
Oh
outside of
my
the bathroom.
gosh.
And I know for a fact, like that night, she was actually sleeping upstairs in our guest bedroom with Michelle and Chloe. Because some nights they all just kind of camp out and have like girl time or whatever.
Right.
I knew that she was up there with her mom and not outside the door. So I was like, nope, be gone.
Oh
Be
my
gone
gosh.
in the name of
That
Jesus.
is yeah. Go and get.
Gone
Jesus take
get.
the wheel. Not today, Satan.
Yep, 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 yep. But that happened to me. I heard. I'm like, oh, I'm just kind of freaked out. Yep.
I remember you telling me that story. That
Yep.
is so creepy, dude. That is so
Oh, shoot.
creepy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is one of our creepiest. So if you like scary stuff, definitely go check out that episode. Good. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
we got a big reaction out of that. So maybe we should do some more scarier ones
I
down the
like I
road.
like scary. Yeah, I like doing scarier ones. And speaking of which, that brings me to our number 3 episode.
What is
That's
it?
where we're at, right? Yeah.
Hmm?
Okay. My number 3, and this one is like one of those episodes that's just it is ingrained in the DNA of our show because it was our first. episode.
Mm,
It's a
yeah.
very special one. It's the one we thought about for like, once we started planning to do this
Right.
podcast, we had all that time to build up to this one episode. And, and we'll talk about this probably a little bit later. It's not our most polished, we're trying to find our footing or whatever.
Yeah.
But Urban Legends, our first episode, our Halloween episode, our kickoff 1 year ago, that came out. That one was super special to me, and so
Mhm.
I had to make that number 3 on my list.
I love that. And you're right. We weren't polished at all. Matter of fact,
Yep.
Billy had a mic that was good, but not great yet.
Right.
We
Right.
both got the same ones. So sound was a little off. It's funny. A lot of podcasts have been doing it for a long time. They always say, don't go back and listen to our first episodes. Like, don't do it.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, I went back and I listened to our first episode the other day, and I thought it was pretty solid for a beginning episode. I really do.
For a starting one, there's some that I listen to, when we do research on certain topics, you listen to certain podcasts to see how they kind of tackled that particular topic or whatever. And there on this particular one I was listening to, this was a really popular group of guys, and they're like, yeah, we don't even put out our first 100 because it was not on the level that people know us for and stuff like that. And I was like, dang. And I was like, we put so much thought and process into it, and we
Yeah.
knew that we wanted to do YouTube like right at the beginning and not be like missing things and stuff like that. So we came into it well researched. Of course, you have to kind of find your footing, like I said earlier,
Sure.
and stuff like that. And so we've come a long way, I think, to today. But like it's so funny because we did really, really good for that episode too, as
Yeah.
well.
Totally. And hopefully you guys feel like we've grown also from listening, but
Yes.
we'll
Yes.
talk more about that kind of stuff later. But anyhow, yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
episode.
Awesome.
All
So are
right.
you on number 2?
I'm on number 2.
Okay.
Speaking of number 2, this episode was our number 2 episode. When we
Oh,
first started,
yes.
and that is Stay-at-Home Dads.
Stay-at-home dads.
Um,
Yep.
That was an important one for me because it's a part of my story I haven't got to tell a lot, and also the fact that you've done the same thing
Yeah.
is weird. We both done it.
Mhm.
And the fact that it was a chance for people to really get to know us a little bit better. Because first episode we talked about urban legends.
Yeah.
I felt like Stay-at-Home Dads, we kind of got to break down our life a little bit and around what had happened and all those things like
Mhm.
that to be a stay-at-home dad. One of the things I shared during the episode is it's the best thing I've ever done in my life, and I still stand
Yeah.
by that. And I've had a lot of
100%.
great moments in my life, but being a stay-at-home dad for all those years for Luke and Lauren was just fantastic. I would never change it for anything.
Yep. Yep. And I'm still, I work from home, and so I still actually Chloe's here today. She's sick from school. She woke up with a fever, so she couldn't go to school, but she's
Poor
feeling
baby.
she's feeling okay. But she's in the bedroom. She's got her iPad. She's just relaxing, living her best life right now. So, I'm still technically a stay-at-home dad, which is really good because, when you have younger kids, when things like this happen, like when they're sick, you don't have to miss actual work, and I could still do our podcast and not have to work.
Right.
And stuff like that. Because if she comes in and needs something, that's the beautiful thing about editing. You would never even know it. Yep.
Yeah.
But that one is a very special episode. It was one that I debated. It didn't make my list, but it should. I mean, it's one of those that like it is.
There's so many to pick from, man.
Yeah, there's so many, and I knew I had a feeling that you were going to pick that one. Like I had a feeling that was going to be one that you picked, and I feel like my number 2 is one that you actually are going to pick as well. If I might be off, but I don't know. I don't want to spoil. Should I? Yeah, I've already spoiled it. Dang it! It could be. Don't even react if it is. Just go with it. I don't want to steal your thunder. But my number 2 is the hardest episode that we did. We recorded it, and I tell you what, it was like I had just ran a marathon.
Yeah.
I was sweating. I was like covered in sweat. It was
Chill
just from the emotions. Like he knows exactly what I'm talking about without even. We both like I couldn't edit that. I could not edit that podcast for like a week. Like it just had to sit with us for a little while. It was a whew. I mean, we both were crying, and it was like, I think like this one like is probably one of the, if not the most important episode that we've done.
Yeah.
It was called "Surviving Our Journey to Wellness."
Mhm.
On that, Tim. Well, I'll let Tim just kind of share what he shared. But like for my story, I've been on this weight loss journey for December. It'll be 2 years,
Right.
and and I truly believe, we were talking about this the other day, that if I hadn't started when I did, I would not be here today.
Mhm.
And to be in close to 150 pounds down over this journey since then is life changing. And I just kind of go through that
Yeah.
and kind of talk about, you know, the things that led to the weight gain and the depression and like losing my dad and stuff like that. And just,
Mhm.
it's a really tough, it's definitely one that you need tissues if you listen to. But
Yeah,
that
if
was
you
my,
haven't listened to it yet, please go
yeah,
back.
because it
Um,
is the core of our, I would say the core of our podcast. It's definitely in the DNA for sure.
yeah, I would say that's also the one that I'm most proud of. Like,
Yeah.
I think you're the one that said it's most important. That's one I'm the most proud of because we really had to dig deep and go back
Hmm.
again. And my story is a little further back, starting than Billy's when he started talking about his for different reasons.
Yep.
And so I had to kind of, it's always there, but I had to kind of go back and revisit the things again.
Hmm.
And even afterwards, I'm like, I still didn't even really say this, that, or the other. I was reading, I had so many notes that I was scripting it so much. Wasn't like I talk about it in the episode. I wasn't feeling it right in the moment until I was
Yeah.
like taking a second to breathe. And it's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a it's a very heavy episode,
It
but it's a
is.
very important one, and it's one that I'm most proud of.
Yeah. And when anybody says, okay, I want to listen to your podcast, which one should I listen to first? That's usually the one we say to listen to it first.
I do too, because it just gets you get to know who we are even more
Yeah,
than dad stuff. Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. All right, sir.
So
Well,
you know what my number one is? My number one
yeah.
is surviving our journey to wellness.
Yep, there you go. I was like, shoot, I'm gonna steal his thunder and set it up to steal
I,
it too. Dang it, jerk.
well, you saying it's the most important episode. I don't know why you didn't pick it for number one, Billy.
Well,
I'm really surprised by that. But
well,
we'll get to that in a second.
I wanted to steal your thunder because I knew it was gonna be your number one. So
I
I mean,
know
if
you
I
would
put
do
it
that.
number
You
two, I could talk about it.
son of a very. That was very strategic. I'll give you credit for that. Um, no, but my number one was our journey to wellness for all the things we just kind of discussed. I share my story through bipolar, depression,
Hmm.
suicide, like, and many other things during that story with the weight gain, weight loss, up and down, back and forth, and a lot of turning points in life and things like that. So, without getting into the whole episode, I do encourage you, even if you listen to it once, maybe go back and re-listen.
Yeah.
See what you glean from it. Maybe you need it more in your life right now than you needed it then. So as a matter of fact, this month that we're in is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Hmm.
I see a lot of people doing TikToks and things about, they glad they stayed around instead of, taking their life and things like that. So there's so much to talk about. And I don't want to use the word celebrate, but I like to say that I can celebrate where I'm at now
Yeah.
compared to what I was. I don't feel like this is a celebratory episode by any stretch. I think it's a big episode to show you how God's grace can come in and fill the biggest cracks in your life to make you whole
Yep.
again.
Hmm.
And that's the only reason I'm still standing today is because of that. So
Yeah.
maybe go back and listen to episodes because there's certain things I listen to, like I go back maybe something else and I'm like, oh, I didn't need that then, but gosh, boy, does that hit home right now for me. Just because of whatever season of life you're in and things that you're going through. So
Yeah.
anyhow, that was by far my number one. And that's saying a lot because we had some amazing episodes. But that one,
Yeah.
like you said, the most impactful, I think, is that the word you used.
Yeah.
Um,
I think so.
and
Yeah.
or you said the most important one, I think. And then, for me, I said I think it's the one I'm most proud of is that one.
Yeah. For sure. Without a
That's my number
doubt.
one.
So with all that heaviness, my number one, could you guess what do you think my number one is? If
I figured we both had the same number one, but I know
Yep.
you wanted to steal my glory, so you went number two. You want number two on my number one. How's that sound?
Yep.
Pooped all over me. Hold on. I'm scrolling right here. I'm looking.
Okay.
All right, I did a quick scroll. and I'm gonna say it was. I'm gonna say two. I'm gonna
Okay.
say it was either Star Wars or NBA was your number one
Okay.
pick.
Okay. You would be correct on one of those. Yep.
Ah,
And my number one was our number one downloaded episode all of last year. It was our most popular, I guess, listened to one out there because, yep,
yeah.
we took it to a galaxy far, far away with Star Wars for people who don't care about Star Wars because I love me some Star Wars, y'all. And just to be able to talk about it and celebrate that. That was our May the 4th episode.
Yeah,
And so it was yeah, just the nerd in me just got to celebrate that and
I love
and
it.
live that.
I
Yeah,
love
and
it.
so that was my number one episode, Star Wars for people who don't care about Star Wars. And so we try to include you. If you didn't like Star Wars, hey, you could still
We,
listen to it because
we brought you in. Yeah.
we will tell you why we love it. And I feel like I gave this epic kind of almost Independence Day presidential speech at the beginning,
You did. You totally did.
kind of get people riled up for it and to make you want to run through a wall about Star Wars.
And Billy, if you want to do a celebration lap, the talk we had behind the scenes, I kept saying, I don't know if people are gonna like this because you got to remember, I also love Star Wars. Like I really enjoy Star Wars. We can talk about it all day long. But I kept thinking, like, how's this gonna work?
Mhm.
I didn't see his vision from the beginning
Yep.
until as soon as he unfolded it was before we recorded. I got it, but I did not expect those many downloads. And I know Billy
Yep.
was at home going, "Told you, Tim. I
So
told you, son.
I was like, you
Told you.
gotta, yep, yes, sir.
If you
We
build the
are,
nerdum, they will come." Yeah,
that's right. We are the number one Star Wars podcast still to this day on
good pods.
Good Pods. Yes, thank you. On Good Pods. Yep. Number one Star Wars episode or number one Star Wars podcast because,
And number one in Bigfoot. We were number one in NBA for a
yep,
while.
yep.
And what's some of our other number ones we've had? Those,
Bigfoot, Star Wars, NBA. We've been number one in let me think. Oh shoot. What were the comics? We were the number one comic one as
oh
well.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I don't think we've done a comic. That's
yeah.
also on my list for next year is to bring in some Marvel. We talk about superheroes a lot. Like a lot.
Yeah, I think the reason why in my head I haven't gone there yet because it's gonna be the deepest of deep
Yep.
dives ever.
Yep. But that's
We're gonna
coming.
have to have some serious parameters and like because there's
Yep.
we always talk about Marvel movies and we've yet to
Yep.
discuss them yet in season one and the comic books and things like that. So
Mhm.
I definitely want to do it. I'm kind of intimidated by everything that's out there, like the massive vaults and cannons of things for all these different stories. So I wonder. I'm excited to see how we break it down.
Yep.
But I agree that's going to be a really cool one.
Yep. Yep. I mean, we're already the number one comic podcast there. So
I don't know how,
yeah,
but somehow we made it. I think because we
we
talked
did
about
it.
Superman so much, we talked about Fantastic Four, and we talked about So
Yeah, but
um,
that's gosh, reminiscent. I love it. I love it.
back in the day, back in
Yeah.
the day.
I kind of did something funny because I kind of wanted to see what Chat GBT thought about us, like AI. I was like, what? Because it's almost like basically like Google now. You can kind of put anything in there, and it can
Oh
pull
yeah.
like really detailed information just based on what's out on the web and people's
Hmm.
responses and stuff. And I put the prompt in on Chat GPT. I said, "What interesting things can you tell me about All the Everything podcast?" And this is
Okay.
this is what it responded back to me. It said, "The All the Everything podcast is genuinely one of a kind, equal parts comedy, chaos, curiosity, and storytelling, which is exactly why it keeps climbing listeners' charts." Ooh, very fancy. I
I
like
like
it.
that. Climb your
Is
chart any day.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Right.
here's some interesting things about it, is what it said. Its format and personality. It is hosted by Billy Parchman and Tim Sawhook. The energy is always unpredictable. You never really know what direction an episode will go.
Yeah.
The show's identity is literally everything: travel, Disney, sports, pop culture, hilarious personal stories, creepy paranormal deep dives, real life insane Reddit content, whatever is most entertaining that week. It's conversational. It's unfiltered. It feels like hanging with two friends who are wildly opposite personalities in the best way. Would you say that? Wildly.
I don't know if we're. I don't
opposite?
think we're that
I
opposite.
don't know. We definitely are compatible there. So
Yeah.
don't go like whatever. um,
What are you doing there? What's going on?
what is going on? No. Fan favorite episode styles.
Okay.
Travel storytelling is what came up. Disney cruises, Vegas, Carousel, Europe, etc., with insane side adventures like near-death taxi rides. You get the freak you out episodes, the Appalachia, ghost legends, HOA horror stories, voodoo, demonic rituals, horse histories, etc.
Mhm.
Then it has like the personal confession chaos. Yeah, well, we won't go any more detail than that. And then and then you have your surprise top 5 rankings, like with different music, movies, TV, NBA players, sports, whatever. We do love a good top 5 if you don't already know that.
Yes.
But why do people love us? It's always nice for somebody to tell us, right?
Tell me everything.
You literally will laugh 1 minute and be creeped out the next.
That's fair.
It feels hyper real. It's not scripted. Like it's like you're in the room. They actually share personal stories that they shouldn't be sharing. Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Vegas. Okay.
Episodes often leave listeners saying, "I cannot believe you just said that." Okay, all right, ChatGPT. Okay,
I see you.
okay, I see you. Where to listen? You can watch on YouTube or download wherever you get your podcast. And the official website is www.alltheeverythingpodcast.com. So that was what AI had to say about this little podcast of ours.
Wow, I love that. That's
Yeah.
so good. That's so good. It's funny how they pick random things out and they pump it up for you, make you feel good. But yeah, I think they besides the opposite opinions of things, which
Right.
I don't think that's true. But beyond that, I think they kind of got it right on the head.
Yeah, that was the only little thing that kind of stood out. But yeah, so I thought that was interesting. I wanted to share with y'all. But we have brought season 1, year 1, to a close,
Yep.
and so we are looking ahead to season 2 and beyond.
Yeah.
And so with that, we kind of wanted to take a moment to kind of talk about some different like manifestations that we have for this particular podcast
Yeah.
that we want to do moving forward, right?
Yeah. So do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first? How are we doing this?
I'll go first on this one. I can,
Okay.
I'll start off with something that if I'm going to manifest, I want to manifest it huge, right? I want to go big,
for it.
right? I would love to see us cross that 100,000 downloads
Oh, yeah.
next year, to hit that we're in there. We've made a dent in that in the year 1, but
Yeah.
we're not there yet. And so it is an ambitious goal, but it's not unattainable. So we need your help getting the word out.
No, I love that. As a matter of fact, can I share our download episode totals right now?
Sure, yeah.
Speaking of that, in our first year, and it's something we're super, super proud about. And this doesn't include a lot of the streams and everything else that we can't.
Oh, yeah.
We can only glean so much data off our hosting website.
Mm-hmm.
You want to explain a little bit more about that, Billy?
Yeah. The thing about this is these numbers only reflect when you click the actual download where you bring the episode onto your phone that you could listen to offline. It does not include if you just if you go to Apple Podcasts and hit play and just listen to it while you're connected, or on just on your regular phone or whatever. If you just hit play, it doesn't generate any numbers to us. This is just literally the numbers of people that have downloaded that particular episode.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up because our numbers slightly shifted down in tracking, but they didn't really shift down in downloads and streams and everything as far as tracking. Because if you listen episode or season 1, we hit 10,000 fairly quickly into the thing, how they were tracking it. But anyhow, this is where we finished for end of season 1. We are currently at a total of 15,480 downloads.
Yep.
That's actual clicks, which I'm super proud about.
Yeah.
I never thought we'd hit that in year 1, honestly. because it was funny tracking it when we first started. Like our first week, I think we had 10 downloads. Then it was like 12, then like 13, then 12. Like it
Yeah.
stayed pretty low for a while. Then one day I remember calling Billy. He was like, Billy, it's like halfway through the day, we're over 100 downloads. Like, and it
Yep.
started creeping up and up and up and up and up from there. But it
Yep.
was humble beginnings, is what I'm getting at.
And you have to keep telling you if you get discouraged by those numbers, that's just the people hitting download. Like I said, that's the only metrics that actually they share with us. It's not the actual number of listeners that we have every week. So that's going to be even more, So yeah, that's
Yeah.
always encouraging. Sometimes I had to like, okay, I know we're saying we're at like 8 downloads this morning, but that's not everybody that's just listened to the podcast. There's more. They're out there.
Billy knows I have panic texted him many times. Like, dude, it's 11 a.m. when we have this number of downloads.
Yeah.
He's like, just chill. It's
Just
coming.
chill.
It's
They
coming.
come
And then it
throughout the
always
day.
spikes up huge as the day
Yep.
goes on. So, but
Yep,
anyhow,
yep.
that is really cool. For me, one of my things I would manifest for just this coming season is to get advertisers on the podcast.
Yes.
Mhm. So that's a tough one. We had a couple hits this past year where we thought we were going to land a few advertisers, and it turns out we didn't have I don't think the minimum amount of downloads per episode yet, but we're still working on that. So we're working on this year to be do some things behind the scenes where we can get dialed in more with advertisers and have more. It's nice to be able to monetize your podcast, but at this point, it's not like we're trying to get rich off the podcast. But it'd be nice to have a little bit of money come back to you and have some advertisers that help our listeners and things like that. So that's one of the big things I'm excited about and really praying for this year.
Yeah, that was also on my list as well, and
Okay.
kind of like what you were saying, like you do. That's why we really love your support. That's why we always push like going and doing like Apple reviews and different things like that, so people could see that we in building that community and just being able to have that. So if you're out there, please hit that download button. Just help us get those numbers up, because like I said, I would love for this show to be self-sufficient. That would be a good that would be my next manifestation, to get to the point where we do have this is actually not even on my list, unless you kind of like the paid sponsorships. But if we can get to the point where all the outside costs that we do, equipment, the money that we invested in all the different things, the monthly hosting, editing software and all this kind of stuff that we kind of have to pay monthly for.
Right.
If we get to a point where the sponsorships can cover and become like self-sufficient, and we can kind of put more and more into this podcast, that's what I would love to see this next year.
Yeah, that'd be amazing too. I have a couple more things. One, I guess this is like a manifestation, but also something we plan on doing anyhow. Is to well, let me say this. Our podcast isn't a static thing. It's a dynamic, living, breathing thing. We're not just always going to stay the same from week to week, season to season for the rest of our lives. You got to change things up a little bit. Not that I feel like we have some really good stuff going on right now, but it's always good to look at yourself and, how can we change it up a little bit for the listeners too, so that they're not expecting the same thing. And one of those is for sure going to be guests on the podcast in season 2. Billy has a juggernaut one lined up, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
Right.
Guests to come, and people really liked. I was asking Leslie about her top 5 episodes, and one thing she talked about was when Billy and Michelle did the Hot Ones episode. That was one of our filler episodes, not part of the canon. We got to talk about that. But it was great though, because it was a different style, right? It wasn't this right in front of the camera. It was them doing a fun thing, but doing questions back and forth. So we got a lot of reaction out of that. So we're going to do certain things like that. I can't tell you specifically who, when, where, but definitely something to come.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's I'd love to have our girls, like not the creep and crime. I mean, that would be cool if they came, but I'm talking about like our ladies, Michelle and Leslie. They both are juggernauts in their own worlds as well.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
So it's so funny. We'll go out in public and people come up, my wife's a pediatrician, and so she's kind of locally famous here in Tuscaloosa, and she gets stopped all the time with people that, like when you see, like growing up, if you ever saw like somebody like your teacher out in public, or like in a setting that's not, you come up to and you get super excited and stuff. So that happens to her
Yeah.
all the time. And so I always make we always do the joke, like, yeah, I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm pretty famous. So
Yeah. I'm somebody big. Don't worry about it.
yeah, just
We'll
go
get
ahead
it
and
back.
kiss my shoulders off.
Did you have any more
Yeah.
manifestations? I have like one
Let me
more to
see.
read.
Let me kind of look through this list real quick and see if I can find a good one. I would love to hit one of the top Apple podcast charts.
Oh,
A
that'd be
chart on
awesome.
Apple Podcast would be, I mean, dreaming big, y'all. Dreaming really
Yeah.
big. But that would be,
Yeah, that'd be
that would be
amazing.
really cool to see our logo up in there, even if it's number 50. You know what I'm saying?
We'll take it. Yeah.
We'll take it.
We we
Get
we
us
want
on
to be
the
part of
list.
it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
hey, dream
that'd
big,
be
y'all.
fun. Yeah.
Dream big.
That's
So
how you manifest things
that's
and pray
right.
for
That's what the
things and
point.
you gotta be specific
Be
about what
specific.
you're looking for.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
another one. Another big one for me. Were you done with that, by the way?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, I didn't want to cut you off. Another big one for me is to finally get this community built up.
Yes. Mhm.
Is one of the things that we struggled with this past year, and it's not because of lack of trying, really, but we're going to try to figure out the secret sauce there and make sure we build this community because it's
Yeah.
nothing without you guys, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But really building that community where there's conversation going on our Facebook page or through Instagram stories or whatever, for us to lean back on and get reflection on and get feedback on and things like that would be really kind of cool for me.
Mhm.
I would love to see that community be built.
Absolutely. And that kind of goes back into like getting sponsorships and partnerships because they see you all talking to us. And so they could see the quality product that we put out, but
Yes, sir.
they want to make sure that we are reaching you all. And so when you talk
Yeah.
back to us and let us know that you're there, that A, means the world to us, and B, can kind of help us grow as well.
Yeah. Well, let me walk back something I said. We already have a community. That's
Yes.
there. We know about that. We know how many listeners we have and downloads we get, and it's a lot. We just don't have a very interactive community yet. So
Right.
this
Mhm.
is where we say to you, we need you. Like I'm on if you're watching the
Please
video,
talk
I'll
to
have
us.
my hand out.
We
We want you to react and go.
we say that, please talk to us. Just like make the comments, share the post, you do the,
Yeah.
all the things and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like that's why we're asking. Like we want to be back and forth. We are available. Like these people that are on some podcasts you might love and listen to. You don't have access to them. You have access to us. Take it.
Always.
Yep.
We'll be so quick to answer. Billy's really fast on the socials. So
That's right.
yeah. So I take it back. We have a community. We just love to have the community more interactive with us.
Yep.
And so
Yep.
and we can grow with you guys and you with us.
That's right.
Did you have anything else? I was going to share one more thing.
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. This is the last of it's not more a manifest. Some things we were plan on maybe getting into this next year is doing an episode revisit from time to time, kind of go back to one that we've done a while ago, maybe fill in data that we missed out or just kind of talk about it, have fun with it, or all kinds of little fun things. But we would like to do that every once in a while. We have a catalog enough where that could last us a very long time if we did that every once in a while. So that's something I'm excited about. Billy's not that excited about it. And no, I'm just joking.
It's supposed to bowl.
He hates it. He hates it. This is it. We're breaking up at one season. But no, we're just trying to do new and different things. We're not going to change who we are and what the format is. Don't get me wrong. We're not steering the ship in 50 different directions, but we're going to think of like what we can add on just to plus the experience for you guys. Yeah, so that's all I have for that.
Awesome. Awesome.
What are we up to?
So I think we want to take some time to thank some folks from this past year.
Yeah. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have 5 things on the thank you corner.
Okay.
Thinking about the whole podcast. Number 1 is God. Got to thank
Yeah.
God for all the blessings He's given us in this endeavor. We started so raw and talked about this for a long time. I'll bring that up here in a little bit. But God, number 1, He's the foundation of everything. So without Him, nothing's possible. 2, I got to thank my girl, Leslie. She's been very supportive from day one. and she knows me. I've done other podcasts before. I've done ones private for our company. I had another one called, the Unwritten Life podcast I did for a long time on my own. The first thing when I was talking about this, and she said, you have to be consistent, because other ones I've dropped off on here and there. I missed a week or a couple weeks. And she's like, if you're going to do it, you guys have to be consistent and make sure you knock it out of the park every single week. And so that was a driving force. Billy knows that as well. But thank you, Leslie, for your support, for putting up with us. If I sit hours down here in the basement with Billy, laughing and talking and editing and doing all the things we do together, and putting the podcast out and sharing them, all of our socials and things like that. So thank you for your support, your love, and your grace during this time. Definitely could not do it without you either. Number 3, I feel like should have been a bigger one, but the other 2 were more important. It's our listeners. It's you guys. Like, thank you guys so much. Like Billy said, like the teeniest little bit of interaction we get like fills our bucket. So to see the massive amount of downloads we get each week and overall, and just to know there's people out there listening around the world. And I have different countries that people have listened in. You want to hear a couple, Billy?
Go for it. Yeah.
I won't go through every single one, but we talk about all the time around the world. We have people listening, obviously, in the U.S., Brazil, Russia, Curacao, Indonesia, Sweden, UK, St. Vincent, the Grenadines, Canada, Singapore, Switzerland, Australia, Pakistan, Germany, Turks and Caicos, France, Mexico, British Virgin Islands, Belgium, and then St. Martin.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's right.
We're covering a lot, man. So it means so much to me to know that there's somebody in Russia downloading our episodes and listening to all the Everything podcasts, and just anywhere in between. Matter of fact, the biggest downloads and the biggest listeners we have in the U.S. is what state?
Mississippi.
Mississippi
right?
is our biggest one. Yeah.
Yeah, my home state. Not where I live now, but my people's.
Yeah.
My people's.
He rallied his kinfolk and they spread the word. So thank you, Mississippi.
That's right.
But yeah, I mean, we have listeners everywhere, and that blows my mind to think that someone in Indonesia listened to an episode of our Mick rankings. Like something random like that, of all the things. Number 4, I'll get real quick into, is family and friends. You guys were our foundation when we first started this podcast. You were so diligent to share our podcast, to download the episodes. I think those first 10 or 12 per episode were just our family and friends. Every week they're just downloading, checking out for us. Also, people who work in the company, exclusive travel partners with us, have been really diligent and listened to it. And there's sometimes people surprise me, like, oh, I just listened to it in the car with my family the other day. And I'm like, I didn't even know you listened to the podcast. So that's a cool feeling. So thank you out there to our family and friends for supporting us. And lastly, my big thank you is to you, Billy. I really appreciate you having you as a partner. And I'll give you a quick little history. I have thought about this podcast called All the Everything Podcast probably for 5 years. I always thought it'd be fun to do some, because everything I did was like super dialed in, either for the company or it was super deep, about people's tragedies in life and things like that. And I thought, how fun it would be to have a podcast where you just talk about anything every week, have fun with it. And one of my biggest, I don't want to say regrets, things that I struggle with, is everything I did by myself. I hosted by myself. I edited by myself. I put it out by myself. Everything was on me, social media, everything I had to do. And it's kind of lonely doing it that way. And so I thought, like, okay, I really want to do this with somebody. And Billy was the first guy that popped in my head. And I was like, I know he would buy into this. And so when I pitched it to him, I think he said yes before I even finished my sentence, actually. But you want to be a host of the podcast? Yes, I'm in. Fully in. From there, we went back and forth with a lot of ideas and stuff like that. Or I can get into all of those things. But a big thanks to Billy for being the host with me. I wouldn't do this with anybody else, my friend. I'm very proud to have you. You got a good heart, good spirit. You always put God first in all we do, and I really appreciate that as well. On top of that, thank you. He does all the editing. He does all the socials, all the clips, all the things. I literally record and I upload it. That's pretty much all I do. Maybe come up with a couple ideas from here to there. But honestly, with the schedule that I have with our business and life, I couldn't do it. It just wouldn't work. The podcast wouldn't work like that. So big thank you to you, Billy. You do a lot. All the album artwork you see go out every week, the links for YouTube, pretty much anything you see, except for right here, is Billy behind the scenes. So I think it should be Billy's podcast, and I just show up every once in a while. But I'm very grateful for you, my friend, and thank you for all that you do.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to just basically carbon copy everything you just said because that was my basically list, except, I'm very thankful for Leslie as well. Uh, but also I want to, be thankful for Michelle for also letting me do this. She, she knows how much time this takes and stuff like that. And so,
Yeah.
she's definitely been in my corner with that. And, um, I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for that because she knows how much I enjoy doing this
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And then, yeah, also, I just wanted to thank you. You've put a lot of heart into this as well, and a lot of support. Whether it's the all like financial stuff and different things like that you do as well, like for the hosting sites and stuff like that. That's
You're welcome.
been definitely amazing and stuff like that. But yeah, like advertising and different things like that. It's not cheap to run a podcast to say that.
No, it's not.
Um, and so just to try to get the best like the best content out there and just the best um, thing that we serve out. Tim has been first class on all of that. And so
Oh, thank you.
it's been a huge honor to do this alongside him. And he's one of my best friends in the whole wide world. And so it's been great. Just not only like just like an activity, but it's been great um, being creative alongside you, like just kind of
Yeah.
using those like muscles or whatever.
Hmm.
And I feel like we met. Gosh, we met. Was it 7 or 8 years
8,
ago?
I think 8
Yeah,
years ago now.
8
Yeah.
years ago now, on an Adventures by Disney trip, and
Yeah.
me and Michelle and Tim and Leslie just hit it off like first night, like
Yeah.
first night of the trip, and just we grew that friendship from that trip, and just like how special that was, and like just how they're part of our family now, and then God led me to go work with them as well,
Mhm.
in a huge answer to prayer, and just to know that's exactly where God wants me and stuff, and then to lead us into this as well, has been great, uh, creatively, like I said,
Yeah.
emotionally, because it's very therapeutic to kind of to talk about those hard things, or to
Yeah.
laugh, or just just to spend time with your friends, and just to be able to do that in this kind of forum has been beautiful. And so I'm so very thankful. I say all that to say I'm very thankful for Tim.
No, I'm thankful for you as well. And when you said it in a word, and I don't know if it was your point, but really, this podcast is a way for us to serve other people.
Yeah.
Bottom line, we
Mhm.
want to give something to people to be entertained, maybe to take away personally, or whatever you take from every episode. So it's just a different way to get out there and serve people and show God's love in a practical way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could hug you, buddy, but you're in Ohio and I'm in Alabama.
Oh, I hug you anytime, Billy. And I can tell you for over a year that we've doing the whole planning process leading up to the podcast and the torturous hours Billy had to listen to music I made him listen to for intro stuff before he created our theme song that we have. Is during this entire time, I promise you, we haven't had a creative difference one time
Mm-mm.
ever. Well, we could maybe lean on each other and say, let's try this time, because of this, that, and the other. And we're like, okay, we think about it for a second.
Yeah.
And I mean, that says a lot in a
Yeah.
world where two people were bringing creative juices in from different areas and stuff that we always meld. And I think it's because we put God first and everything just kind of filters out through there.
Yep. Mhm.
But yeah, so it's been awesome. I
Yeah,
love you,
buddy.
man.
I love you, buddy. Yeah. Oh, so
Any more
we're
you thank you corners? Are you good?
no, I think that's
I think
that's
you
all.
covered it
That's
all.
all the people. Anybody else? I don't want to thank. I'm done. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
My thankful spirit is over.
Yep. So I guess the next part, though, I don't know what it is. Tim just said I had a surprise, and so that's what I have
Oh,
written down. Is
yeah.
Tim's surprise that I have no idea what it is.
So I wanted to do more with this, and I spent a lot of time trying to piece this thing together yesterday a little bit. So I wanted to create a special song for you, and celebrating all the Everything podcast. So I have a song here I'm going to load up, and it's called "Thank You for Being All the Everything." I was trying to get some videos pulled last night to go along with this. It's not a very long song, but
Okay.
I think you might recognize it a little bit.
Oh gosh. Okay.
You hit record and let it roll again. It's Tim and Billy talking all the everything. From Disney snacks to crazy road trips too. We laugh so hard we lose our train of thought mid-interview. And if you threw a party, invited all the fans you knew, you'd see the biggest laughs would come from us too. And the mic would say, here's to all the everything, with Tim and Billy too.
Woo! One more time. No.
One more time.
Remix.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So, thank you for being all the everything.
Oh, this is
You've always been my golden girl. Not that we copied that from Golden Girls. This is original song.
original. Definitely
Totally
hired
original.
somebody to sing that, not a computer.
Yeah, totally. That wasn't computer at all. Oh yeah. So it's not often I can surprise Billy with anything that's like music or video because he always makes 10,000 things. So I almost sent it to him last night. Like, here's a song. Do you need videos you could pop on with this? And we could play it again. But I had to give him somewhat of a surprise. So
There you go. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
What a recap, right?
Yeah, man.
That was a lot of fun. It
That
was a lot of
1 year
fun.
down.
Therapeutic.
Yes.
It felt good to share some of the things and manifest some things and thank the people who, maybe we should dedicate the song to them. Thank you for being all the everything.
That's
To
right.
our listeners, to everyone who needs to hear that song, we appreciate you guys out there.
Yeah.
As always, Billy, where can they find us at? How can they step into season 2 with confidence? How can they know where to come, interact with the show notes, and be part of this community?
That's right. Well, the best place, like we said earlier, head on over to Facebook at All the Everything Podcast. You can actually just type in All the Everything Podcast in a little search thing. You'll see our logo right there. Click on that and hit follow. And leave comments on there, likes, share, help us. If you want to share our page on Facebook, that would be huge. If you want to leave us a recommendation on Facebook, that help us get the word out to other people, that would mean the world to us.
Yes.
Also, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on all the socials at All the Everything Podcast. Just do a search, you'll find us. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We love you.
We do love you. So let me say it. Thank you guys so much for joining us for an entire year of All the Everything Podcast. This is the end of season 1, but do not fear. Season 2 is coming, and it's full of fun and manifestations and all the everything that we bring to the table. So thank you guys for joining us. We can't wait to see you next season. Take care, everybody.
Bye, y'all.